The Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet, expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales. Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lieber King.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Marcus Scott, Destrehan High School, head football coach.
Coach, thank you for letting me do interviews today at your school, man. I mean, you get a lot of inquiries about coming over here and talking to your players. I appreciate it.
No problem.
A lot of construction going on.
Yeah, we're excited about it. You know, a lot of people look at all the mess, but we prefer to view it as progress.
Tell everybody what they're doing by the stadium.
So we're building a AAA Alumni Center. Okay. It's going to be where our fans and our stakeholders can watch the games from a two-story building. There's also a place for people to cook out. There's also event space where we can have meetings and different types of celebrations for different groups on campus outside of athletics.
You were telling me, we'll get back to Destrehan, you were telling me one of your former players from West Jeff just got through getting a Super Bowl ring with the Eagles. Tell everybody who that is.
So that's Perry Nickerson. He played for us at West Jefferson, and he went on to be the all-time interception leader at Tulane. And he's been with several teams in the NFL, and he just most recently just won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. So we're very proud of him and his accomplishments.
Not a bad thing, man, to get a Super Bowl ring. Damaris Johnson, I believe you said trained still, played here, played with the Eagles too. Ed Reed, all the Jeffersons, heck, we'll just say the Jeffersons, all three of them. Several DBs, and you've had a run on receivers lately at at Destrehan. You know, Philip Wright, now Jabari Mack coming up. You've got a couple other ones that are going to college, one at Louisiana Tech. What is it with all the wideouts, Coach? I mean, you're not lacking for receivers at Destrehan. No. Is it wide receiver you over here or what? What's going on?
I don't know. There's a lot of schools with a lot of good wideouts, right. But we've been fortunate to have really good players at that position, and they're really good kids as well. So we have Daniel Blood, that's in Missouri, there's a list of them, but that's just the kids that that I just come to my mind in this moment. But yeah, we're very fortunate to have those groups, and what they do is they give back to the younger players, which is the most important thing. And Justin was here along with Jordan Jefferson. They came and did a camp for the kids. Okay. So Ed Reed also made an appearance. So our alumni, they all come back and they give back, and we really appreciate it. Rondell Mealy was at our golf tournament last year. We have a lot of people who come back and pour into the kids that are currently playing.
And speaking of Ed Reed, you told me his nephew's coming up for you on the team. Pretty good player coming up.
Yeah, B.J. Reed has the potential to be a really good player, so it's a very important spring for him.
Coach, speaking of wideouts, and I know you watched Aaron Anderson at Edna Carr, who was at LSU, and he was one of the best to ever come out of Algiers. But Philip Wright, how do you compare your guy Philip going LSU with Aaron? Because they're similar guys.
Well, I think their games are a little different. Aaron does most of his work in the slot, whereas Philip is probably more of an outside receiver. They both have a really fast in the 40, but Philip has some track numbers that are maybe a little different. I think Aaron was more of a sprinter, whereas Philip is a sprinter, but he also will run the quarter mile in a really good time. So we have, he's versatile on the track, but they both are really good in their own right.
Speaking of another former alumnus that's still playing, I think pro ball somewhere, Glenn Logan, D tackle. Glenn's been around for a while, played at LSU. I remember when Jeremy Parkett was here, played at Southern Miss in NFL 6-7. I got a bunch of big linemen too, and You got a senior O-lineman that you're really high on that's got a chance to really have a great year. Talk about your senior tackle coming up.
Yeah, so we're excited about Earl Collins. He's a program kid. He's worked his way. He's really paid the price in the weight room through the years, and I'm just happy to see him really coming into his own. He just picked up his first scholarship offer from Nicholls State, and so we expect more to come. We're really excited about him.
Coach, I want to ask this for the LSU fans. In Baton Rouge, they've had trouble finding safeties. You know, they haven't had a Grant Delpit, Chad Jones, even if you want to call it a honey badger, like a safety corner. But they haven't had a good, what I call an all SEC type. And you got a kid enrolling real soon, Jace Thomas, who's going to play safety there. What do you think of his future at LSU?
Well, Jace is a versatile athlete. He also served as our backup quarterback. Jace started off as an offensive player for us, but his genetics, obviously, with his dad being Fred Thomas, who was an NFL player for a long time, he has the mindset to go in and compete and play at a high level. He's shown the ability to be physical in the run game, and as well as making plays in the pass game. So Jace has a bright future, and he's also versatile enough to play outside. He can play corner if needed. So the sky's the limit for him.
John Emery just announced he's going to go for a 7th year, Coach, college ball, former Destrehan running back. What do you think about John being a 7th year guy, one more year? I mean, he's had some bad luck with injuries, got talent. What do you think of John being able to, I mean, he'll be the first 7th year Destrehan guy for college ball. What do you think of that?
I think it's great. You know, it's obviously John has put himself in a situation where he has options. He's already graduated from college, so that's the main priority whenever we send these kids off and they go off to these universities. So he's achieved that, and whatever he chooses to do, we support him 100%. But we know what type of person he is first and foremost, and we also know what type of athlete he is. So we just wishing him the best and all of his future endeavors.
Coach, one more question. Your quarterback, Fields, has a lot of ability. And I don't even think we've seen all of it yet, and he's now filled out, got his senior year coming up. What's your thoughts? You've seen a lot of good quarterbacks come out of New Orleans, the River Parishes. You've faced a bunch of them, but you've had a few here. But what do you think of his potential?
Well, listen, the sky's the limit for Jackson. His strength is how hard he works. He has talent, and he's really smart, but he really puts in the work. He galvanizes the rest of the troops, and they get together, they work on weekends and things of that nature, and that's what you need if you're going to be really good. And he's really taking on that leadership role, much like Jai Eugene did before him, and that was a good example for him, and he's just carried it on.
Coach, man, I know you got to get back. You constantly working. Y'all got golf tournaments. You got spring ball coming up. You got recess. You got all kinds of stuff. But thank you, Coach, again.
Anytime. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.